YouTube is happening. It is Sunday, July 13th, and we're going to start with the MLB first today. Now, it's the last day of the first half of the regular season because you see, we have our 15 games today. But look, there is no Sunday night baseball. Every game is done before that. So, because well, there's no games on Monday. I think tomorrow's the home run derby. I know Tuesday's the game. I can see it right here. That's the All-Star game itself. Wednesday, Thursday are just pure off days because they don't come back to work until Friday. When they do, I'll show you the schedule. It's Friday the 18th, and then there's your schedule right there, so you can see. Boom, there you go. So, I needed you to put yourself in their shoes for a minute. Think of it this way: when you're at work or school or whatever, and it's Friday, and you have the next week off. Think of that. Put yourself there. How do you think? I know how I think. I think I don't care. That's me personally. Not half. A good many of these players are going to act like that today. They're not going to care about this game today. They're going to care about, hey, I get to be off for the next 4 days because they're not all-stars. Or they're thinking, hey, I get to go be an all-star game and hang out and chill. That's what they're thinking today. You got to put yourself in their mindset today. So that's what we're doing. So we're going to think like that. Now, are we going to, not bet? No, of course not. We're going to bet, obviously. So absolutely. But we're going to be a little more cautious with our plays today. So especially if these are all-star players and things like that, you got to assume they're going to have less innings. There's going to be a lot of things we need to look at. So we get our 15 games. Let's go ahead and do a recap of yesterday. Now we gave some profits back. Obviously, some of these plays were just not good because we already got the players not caring much. You can clearly see it in the games. Some players just going through the motions. If you watched it, you will see this. It's clear as day. Some of it went well, some it didn't, but whatever. I mean, we're just getting through it right now until we get back next week. So if you want the plays typed out for every single sport, I do, or access to the spreadsheets, go ahead. You'd have your own research. Check out the HQ. Simple as that. So enough of that. We have our 15 games. Let's stop wasting time. Let's get to the first game right now. Okay, before we jump to the games, we've got to look at the weather like usual. Make sure there's no shenanigans happening in the skies that we've got to worry about. So Boston, nothing to worry about. Baltimore, nothing to, maybe a little rain. New York seems to be fine. Cincy's fine. Detroit's fine. Chicago, KC, looks like everybody's gonna be fine. Minnesota a little windy, which they were windy yesterday, and that helped out a lot. You saw Minnesota pop yesterday on the runs. That was yeah. The under had no shot there. Minnesota made sure of that easily. St. Louis maybe a little rain during the game, which might mess up. If you take a strikeout prop, they might take a break in the middle of it, which would absolutely crush a strikeout or anything over for a starting pitcher. So San Fran, nothing. A's, nothing. Angels, nothing. Padres, nothing really. So not much on the weather front to worry about. So let's go ahead and pop over to the first game. It is going to be Tampa Bay and Boston. And currently we have Boston 121 to 8.5 total. We come over here, spreadsheet. We see this. Boston has... that's not right. That they have a 9-game winning streak. This doubleheaders mess with this sometimes. So they have a 9-game winning streak. We know that much. So let's see. We got first and bats. Tampa starting to struggle to fall below average in their numbers. That is not good. Let's go look at the pitchers in this one today. And it's going to be Rays and Red Sox. And it looks like it's going to be Pepio versus Bello. Bello's been amazing. Bello is amazing. So Pepio's been pretty damn good too. Both teams are top 8 and not striking out, which is what you want. So we're not going to look at strikeout props. We're being extra cautious. That it needs to make complete sense if we're passing. Do not be surprised if Hackers against our passes today. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to forewarn you. If you're looking for a lot of plays today, why? What's wrong with you? So come on. This is yeah, come on. It was a long season. Take a break. Be all right. Bello earned runs 1.8 in the last 5 games. Absolute beast, of course. Pepio 2. They're both pretty good. We know this. Boston's offense number 1. Tampa 21 in runs, 26 in RBIs, 10th in hits. Weird. Tampa's falling off. Bello versus Tampa history. Ooh, look at these stats. By the way, this is outlier. Link in the pinned comment. Click it. Sign. Get you a week for free. Pick the right week though. You want to pick a week where a lot of things are going on. Just hit. I wouldn't do it right now. Wait till we get back. So that way you can use it for everything. Oh man. But still, I want to let you know you have it there. So let's see. You have a 571, but nothing to show for. 333, a 350 for low. J low, not B low. Wow, low. However, I don't care. It looks like lows. I'm gonna call it lows. That's what I'm gonna say. So let's see, 981. There's your numbers against righties. There's Tampa. There you go. Boston versus righties, and Pepio versus Boston. And Toy Story himself got a 625 with 2 homers, 2 ribbies, and a 2. Pretty good. I'd say. That is pretty good. Who would we? Man, both bats do pretty decently. Both teams are. Oof. I mean, I would lean Boston. I almost feel like you got to lean Boston because Bella's been so damn good, and Pepio's also been hell. They're both pretty good. One was talking about. They're both good. Head to head, how are you? Last two times you faced Boston, you've actually been tagged a little bit. That's a little concerning. How are you versus Tampa? Let's see. Last two times you've been tagged a little bit. 3-1-3. Uh-oh. You have a 2-8, and you have a 2-3. Damn, okay, this is tough. Tampa's bats aren't as good as Boston has a lead in bats. Boston has the advantage. Boston's at home. All of that. What's Boston's money line? 120. That scares me, but guess what? I'll take it. But it's just because I know the Boston offense is so damn good recently, so yeah, let's go for it. Let's say Boston on the money line. Boston money line. And let's go ahead and, yeah, we'll decide if we want to throw them in the money line parlay. But for 120, I'll take the risk on Boston. We'll take advantage of their 9-game winning streak, see if they can complete it going into the break. That'd be kind of cool storyline I can see happening. So Boston money line next. All right, moving on. Game 2 is going to be Miami and Baltimore. Is Baltimore slight favorite with a 9 total? We come over here, spreadsheet, load up, and both offenses struggling. Miami not as much as Baltimore, but Baltimore's also struggling big time. Wow, look at the numbers. Oh, that ain't good. That ain't good at all. Let's go with props. Let's go look at the numbers. Boop, boop, load them up. And we go dupe and dupe. And what do we have? We have Brandon Young versus Perez. All right, well, both offenses are struggling. So both teams, if you didn't notice, are both top 12 in strikeouts. So we don't care about strikeouts. So we want just straight earned runs. So let's load them up. Earned runs. Boom, boom. There we go. Let's see. Perez earned runs 2.5. He's at 1.6 in his last 5 games, and Brandon Young is at 3. So Miami has the better pitcher, and they have statistically the better bats. Barely, just because of runs, not because of average, because they're about the same. They're the same on hits, they're the same on RBIs. Nah. So we have a slight lean for Miami. This so far is a pass, but we'll look at the batting matchup, see if there's a single matchup we can take advantage of. Young's never faced Miami, so nothing there. Righties, there you go. Baltimore versus righties, and Perez versus Baltimore. Both pitchers, nothing really out there. So based on the fact that both pitchers are pretty equal, both bats are pretty equal, we're being smart today. There's nothing for us. Pass. Next. All right, next up is going to be Cubs and Yankees. Yankees money line for the 3rd day in a row finally bit me in the ass. Shame. Today, Yankees 130 with a 9 total. Let's go over the spreadsheet. We can see the numbers. Offense galore still for both teams. Cubs not as good, but still, that's fine. They're still both top 10 offenses easily. So let's go look at the pitchers. See if we have some victims out there. An over would be a lovely play in this one if I can get the right pitching matchup. So Cubs, Yankees, and we got Will Warren versus Shota. All right, so we got to go earn runs for both of them because, again, for the 3rd straight matchup, we have 2 very good not striking out teams, as you see. So we go up here, we go earn runs for both of them, load them both up, and we see Shota is a 2 point. Nope, he has 1.4 average, and that's pretty damn good, 1.4. And then we also have Will Warren, who's rocking a 2.6. And the only one's really is an 8 spot versus Toronto, but everything else has been pretty damn good. So he's never faced the Cubs. You've never faced this. They never faced each other. Matchups, Will Warren versus Cubs, never. Cubs versus righties. There you go. New York versus lefties, and Shota versus the Yankees. Historically, Goldie's got a 429, 7 at-bats with a home run and a 1.4 OPS. That's about all we have. So you can take a Goldie if you want. Both pitches are fairly decent, but ooh, man, Will Warren's got blew by Toronto of all teams. Let's zoom out. Can you get blown up again at least more than once? Yes, you can. The Dodgers can do it. Okay. So the Cubs are pretty hot. Let's say you gave up 5 to Texas and the Dodgers as well, but that was all back in April. Man, April was so long ago. Like, we are mid-July, but still, it happens. Be cautious, but I want to have a little bit of fun today. I'm not going to take no plays. I still want to pass on them, like the ones that don't make any sense, but like, if you're like an average offense versus average pitching, obviously I'm going to take a pass, but today we have pitchers that have, I'll lean overs any day of the week. So, yeah, what's the over? 9? With a 105 tag? I can rock with that. Let's go with the 9. Let's go over. Let's go over 9.5. Come on, pitches. Just don't care today. I want the bats to just have a little fun, go out there, swing away more, maybe a little more home runs. They're both top 8 in home runs, especially Yankees first. Yeah, we'll love that. So give me the over 9. Yeah, this 9 even. And let's move on to the next game. All right, next stop is going to be in Cincinnati versus Colorado. And, man, Cincy choked. I mean, they won the game, right? They came back and won. But, man, you shouldn't be losing to Colorado in the first place where you have to make a comeback win in the 9th inning. Still, whatever. Move on. We move on. Today is 240 with a 9.5 total. They were 300 yesterday. So we see the numbers here. They're both garbage. That's what they are, just straight up. I mean, Colorado's batting average is okay, and their hits are okay, but Cincy is just ass right now. They're bottom. They're both bottom. Well, they're bottom 8 in strikeouts too. Uh-oh. Let's go look at the pitchers. Who's going out there today for them? Let's load up. Bam. And Rockies, Reds, and go doop doop. And we see Martinez versus Gomber. Well, Gomber, you ain't a strikeout, dude, so I don't care about that. I do care about your earned runs for Mr. Martinez and Mr. Gomber. Right there. There. Thank you. Load them both up. And, oh my God. How are you this bad? Oh my God. All right, last 5 games. Homeboy's rocking a 5.2 earned runs average. A 4, a 7, a 1, a 4, and then a 10. How? How are you this bad? Okay, you might not be playing after the All-Star break because this you'll get. Okay, Colorado might tee off on you. They're 14th in batting average. Over. Potential over. Gomber earned runs, a 9 spot versus Arizona, a 0 versus the Braves. Of course, the Braves have 0. 1, 2, 4. So he has a 3-2. So we have a 3-2 and a 5-2. That comes out to an 8-4 average if you add the two together. Our total is only rocking at 9-5. If they do their averages, we need the bullpen to give up 1 damn run. That's it. Well, I think I know where I'm going with this bad boy. Matchup, Martinez, history versus Rado. Yeah, not much there. McMahon's the only one that has any real data. Colorado versus Rockies, there you go. Cincinnati versus lefties, and Gomber versus Cincinnati. There you go. I got to go over in this one. We have to take the over here. It's over 9.5. And the bullpen, Colorado's bullpen is not good. We know that. Cincy is, man, how is Martinez this bad? This is earned runs. How is you that bad? I don't know. But we're taking it over next. Next up is going to be Seattle and Detroit. Currently, we got, no, it's a pick 'em. It's actually a pick 'em with the 8 total. Let's go over here, look at our numbers. And Seattle, both teams are top 10 in runs. But Detroit is manufacturing runs thanks to all their walks because they can't hit the ball much. Their average isn't good, but they're scoring because when they get people on base, they get them home. That's all that matters. So outside of that, not so much. So Seattle technically has better bats overall. Detroit is being really efficient with their bats. So let's go and look at the props, see who's pitching today. It ain't Martinez. I wish it was. I'll be easy overs, hopefully. Let's see. Manas, Tigers. And we got Flaherty. Oh, God. Flaherty's not good either. Over hits. Flaherty earned runs. Load them up. They're both. Oh, my God. Did you? Whoa. 2 of the 3 strikeout teams at the bottom down here. Seattle, Detroit. So we got to look at strikeout props for both pitchers now. But we will also load up earned runs. And is Logan Gilbert? Oh, my God. He might strike out 15 today if he cares. Flaherty earned runs 4.6. We knew he was going to be good. Yeah, he had a good game. Well, Tampa's starting to cool off. That makes sense. But you see the numbers there. Tampa popped off for 8 too. So, what's your strikeouts, Mr. Flaherty? Yeah, not bad. 7, 9, 8. I mean, if you want to go strike, if you want to trust, he's going to stay in his trend where he's looking, then you might want to trust his strikeout trend because Detroit and Seattle are both 28, 29 to strikeouts. This could be a double play. Oh. Damn, Logan, what is this? Man, both of y'all kind of suck at earned runs, don't you? I can take the over and be happy, but then again, I get to take strikeouts, right? 6.5 here, 5 against the Yankees, KC, Texas. Man, I almost want to say both of you strikeout props. I almost want to do that just because you're both so bad. You know what? It's my damn show. I'll do what I want. I'm going to do that. I'm gonna add an extra call. We're going to go extra row. We're going to double it up. Let's go look at the matchups first, but I think that's what I'm doing. I'm going to root for something today. Flaherty. Neither one of you are all-stars, so ain't got to worry about that. So you're literally done, and then you're in a break. But then I'm like, oh, man, we got the break coming up. Do we really want to do this? And we rolling dice around here. We rolling the dice. Seattle versus Rockies, there you go. Detroit versus Rockies. Gilbert versus Detroit. Oh, man, you've been pretty damn good. Head-to-head, you only have 5. Last 10, you're averaging 6.7 on strike. You're really good at strikeouts. Damn, I didn't know you were that good at strikeouts. Forgive me, sir. And you always are good at strikeouts, except for randomly when you're not. 7-1, and you're at 7. You're at -113. You're at +110. You're both at 6.5. So I think I'm taking both of them. I think I'm gonna go for it. I want a nice. Yeah, their earned runs aren't the hottest, but they're both so bad at strikeouts. They're both averaging over 9 a game. That's 1 per inning. They both, yeah. If they go 7 innings, boom, we win. They should. But hey, and I'm not that scared of the Bass or Detroit. And Seattle a little bit, but they're on the road, which is good. So let's take the over strikeouts. Let's go Flaherty over 6.5 Ks. And then we're also going to take Gilbert over 6.5K. So we're going both of them. That's right. I talked about start be cautious. I'm doing double dips all of a sudden. Hey, whatever. It's Sunday. Let's have fun. I'm taking both next. Not often you see the bottom three strikeout teams face each other. So, why not? Moving on from there, we're going to KC versus the Mets. And we have New York 120 on the favorite as the road team and 8.5 as our total. Let's go over here and see. Here's one of those games where it's just kind of, this is mid. Everything's kind of close. Yeah, no, not really feeling it so far. Let's go look at the pitching. Get rid of you two. Let's see who looks good on pitching. There's nothing that really stands out here. Royals are way down here for some reason. Noah Cameron versus Clay Holmes. Cool. Mets are 22nd in strikeouts. Noah Cameron, how are you with strikeouts? I don't think you're that good at them, but hey, whatever. We'll look. And Clay Holmes barely has any info. Actually 7-7. You're at 5 average on a 4-5 line. I don't want to touch that. And then we got Clay Holmes strikeouts. Nothing there. So let's go matchups. Cameron versus never faced him. Obviously, he's a rookie. Mets versus lefties. There you go. KC versus righties. And Clay Holmes versus KC. There you go. With your numbers, I don't like any of this. Both. I don't even have earned runs for Clay Holmes. That tells me, I don't know what that tells me. How many innings he's going to pitch? Probably 5. That's what he does. So we can't take earned runs there. Yeah, the fact that props are missing for Clay Holmes tells me a lot. Noah Cameron's obviously never faced him, and the numbers looking pretty good. The offenses are pretty close to the same with the bats. Like I said, nothing is really standing out in this one, so we're just going to pass on this one, move on to the next game. All right, next up, we got Texas at Houston. Currently, we got Houston is a slight favorite at home. 7 is our total. We come to the spreadsheet. We see our numbers. Offense is crushing for both sides, both top 4 offenses on runs. We come over to our pitchers and see today we got Hunter Brown versus Evaldi. That is a matchup. Oh, my good. We got to look at earned runs for both. Both teams are average on strikeouts, so I don't care about strikeouts for either one. We got earned runs, but boop, load them both up. Ew, Hunter Brown got rocked by Cleveland. The 30th in runs, Cleveland rocked him. Remember that. So, man, I don't know if he just doesn't care, he had a bad day or what, but Cleveland popped off a little bit. And then we have Evaldi who's been pretty damn nasty overall. So, matchups, we got to look at Hunter Brown versus Texas. Anything really stand out? Mr. Berger has 7 at-bats with a 7.14 average with 2 homers, 3 ribeyes, and a 2.2 OPS. So that's pretty good, right? You want to see something better? You want to see something really better, something fun? Let's go Evaldi versus, I don't know, Mr. Altuve. 27 at-bats, 444, 7 home runs, 7 RBIs, and a 1.7 OPS. Walker has 2 home runs and a 2.4 and 7.14 average, 364 for Diaz, but 7 home runs and 27 at-bats. That's basically 1 home run every 4 at-bats. So you can basically safely bet that on average, he's going to hit a home run every game he faces Evaldi. Just saying, based on his history. So, yeah, I think I know where we're going here. I mean, even if he doesn't hit a home run, we have got to go with the HRR prop. But sometimes you just push a certain way, and when a batter just owns a pitcher like that, you just got to go for it. So, where you at? Oh, it is Altuve. That's right. Make sure I have the right name. Altuve, right there. 1.5 HRR. And I don't care about the numbers because sometimes you're just that damn good. Last 10, you've been that good. Your last 10 HRR is 4.2. Oh my God. It's 115. So you have an amazing last 10 games going out here on HRR. You've been crushing. You have a crushed history versus the pitcher. This is the play we're taking. Absolutely. So 1.5 HRR for 115, that feels like the easiest play of the day. Feels like, you never know, but hey, damn, that's impressive. What else do we also do? Let's look at his home runs. Well, he's had a home run in 3 of the last 10 games. So if you want to take that, is plus 750. If you want to do that, there you go. Outside of that, I don't know what you do. So let's go back here. Anything else? Anybody else stand out? No. So that's my play. I'm not touching anything else. We're going to Altuve. Do what you do. Just get a hit in a run or hit a home run against him, and let's call it a day right here. Next up is going to be Pittsburgh and Minnesota. Currently, we got Minnesota 140 with a 9 total. We can see Minnesota's offense popped pretty good yesterday to the point that they are starting to be in the mid-range. Look at Pittsburgh, just 30 galore in every category that matters. They lost 8 in a row now. They are struggling. So do I expect them to pop today? No, absolutely not today. Especially when effort's going to be lower than usual for some of these players? Absolutely not. But let's look. We're going to fade. This might be a money line parlay here for Minnesota. Mitch Keller versus Simeon Woods Richardson. Pittsburgh gets 26 strikeouts, but Simeon Woods is not really a strikeout dude, so we're not going to care about that. We are going to care about their earned runs like we always do. So earned runs for Mr. Richardson. He's been pretty good. 0.8. Oh my God. Damn, dude. How many innings are you pitching? 5. You've been solid, good sir. Good job. Mr. Keller, what you been up to? You've been getting rocked. Oh, there's some strikeouts. Never mind. Haha. Okay, you've been good. 1-4. So both pitchers are good. Yeah. Okay, Wood Richardson versus Pittsburgh. Historically, there you go. Pitt versus righties. Minnesota versus righties. Keller versus Minnesota. Nothing there. I think I'm going straight up Minnesota to win the game. We got to fade the worst offense and the streak. We got to fade, and they're on the road too. So we're just going to straight up take Minnesota money line. So far, I have a 2-leg money line parlay, which is going to be Boston and Minnesota. Let's just keep it real. Might as well type them in there. So Boston, Minnesota. And so we'll take the money line here and move on to the next one. All right, moving on, we're going to Chicago and Cleveland, two pretty bad offenses still. We have 135 Cleveland to 8.5 total. Looks over at the spreadsheet, we see everything, and it's like, ugh, I don't love this one. I don't like this at all. I haven't liked the series to begin with. So I'll show you the stuff, but this is going to be PASS for me. I can tell you right now, but here, let me show you. Savale versus Cantillo. Both teams are average, or if not good at strikeouts, so we can't really do anything with those. But I'll show you earned runs if I have that. Earned runs, boop. And then we see Cantillo's at 1-4 in the last 5, pretty good. And Savale is at 3. So don't love that. Savale versus Cleveland history, there's your numbers. Santana got a 0.77 and 13 at bats. That ain't good. So Cleveland versus righties, there you go. Chicago versus lefties, and Cantillo versus Chicago. There's your stuff. I don't like this game. I said it from the get. Everything's just kind of This is a pass heavy on the ass. So PASS. Move on to the next one. All right, moving on. Next game is going to be Milwaukee and Washington. Currently, it is Milwaukee 235 at an 8.5 total. Whew. Spreadsheet, we see our numbers. Again, why are you such a big favorite? I know you're on a 6-game winning streak, but damn, guys, that is heavy against Washington, who is, well, they're about the same in numbers. So let's go look at the pictures, see what we got cooking over here. Get rid of you two, change you over to Washington right above you, right there. Jake Irvin versus Freddie Peralta. Both teams are top 8 and not striking out, so we don't want that, but we do want earned runs if we can grab those. Let's see. Jake Irvin is at 4, and then we have Freddie Peralta's at 1.8. So yeah, I think I know which way we're going here. We're probably going Milwaukee on that money. Oh, 235 money line. Damn, it's heavy. I might take the. We'll see. Peralta against Washington historically. DeJong has 286 and 14 at bats with 2 home runs, 4 ribbies, and a 1.1. Other than that, nothing is really showing out. Righties for Washington, Milwaukee versus righties, and Jake Irvin versus Milwaukee. There you go. So, and then there is Contreras with a 333, 2 home runs, 5 ribbies, and a 1.6. So there's options. But Jake Irvin's been averaging 4. He's 2 runs, 2.2 worse than Peralta, who's been pretty decent. The bats are the same, but the streak and everything's leading Milwaukee. We gotta fade Washington pitchers every time we get a chance, especially Irvin when he's like, let me look at Irvin's last 10. You can see, we can go back to props. I can show you. Well, that's Peralta. I want Jake Irvin last 10. Thank you. 8, 6. He's at 3.5 last 10. So he's going to give up probably 3 or 4 earned runs. Like, we could just fade this, but Milwaukee's 11th in runs, 12th in hits, and 12th in RBIs. I could take this, or I could just take Milwaukee straight up 1 and 1.5. I think I'm doing that. I'm going Milwaukee minus 1.5 overall, but I'm going to throw Milwaukee into the moneyline parlay as the moneyline piece. So we'll have a 3-leg going so far. So we're taking the spread on this one. Let's move on to, in this one, let's move on to the next game. All right, a handful of games left. Moving on to Atlanta and St. Louis. And currently it is 158 St. Louis with an 8.5 total. I don't like the series. Everything's too close. Look at all that mustard and ketchup. That's too much on the hot dog. Don't like that. So let's go ahead and pop over to prop, show the pictures because I don't like it. So why touch it? Why play with it? I don't want to. So, and all we have is Sonny Gray. That's all we know. Who's pitching for Atlanta? Atlanta, who are you sending out there? Well, it's one of these games where we ain't going to tell you yet. Yeah, the game's in like 3 hours, but we're not going to tell you. Don't worry about it. So, all right, thanks, Atlanta. That helps us out a lot. So Sonny Gray is going out there. We can at least do that. Atlanta's 20th in strikeouts, so we don't care about that. We will look at his earned runs if possible. Can I see anything? I got earned runs, and he's 2.6. Strikeouts, he's 6.4. Sonny Gray versus Atlanta history. There you go. There's your stats. Ozuna has he's 3 for 10 with 3 solo shots. Yeah, I mean, you can't get better than that, right? Oh, man, it's pretty good. All right, so Ozuna could be a play if you want. Let's go look at Ozuna because I know some of you want to see it. I got you. I got you. Don't worry. Braves Cardinals. Ozuna, are you on here? Good, sir. You are not even close. Where the hell? Okay, you're not even up here, so we're gonna ignore that. All right. So yeah, we're missing a pitcher. Everything's pretty close. I don't like it. We're gonna pass. Next up, we got Dodgers and San Fran. Dodgers finally won a game. Good job, guys. Good job not sucking anymore. Today, your favorite again, 147.5 star total. Spreadsheet, we see clearly still lean San Francisco. We go over to the props. We look at the pitchers, and this one is going to be who? Swap it over, and let's just, and then swap this one over as well. So we have it all lined up nicely. And get rid of Sonny Gray. And we have Yamamoto versus Robbie Ray. Okay, so about a mid versus mid matchup, except both teams are not the best at strikeouts. Both bottom 6. So maybe let's start with see if we can look at the strikeouts first. I would love to learn a strikeout prop. I like me some strikeout props. You are a 6 on a 5-5. Nope. What's your earned runs? You're a 2. Ooh, pretty good. Yamamoto strikeouts 4.6. How do you pitch .2 innings against Milwaukee? You got pulled quick, get yanked. So yeah, earned runs. You only gave up 3. Something's fishy. I don't like it. Ray versus Dodgers. Historically, there are your numbers. Nothing's really standing out. Lefties for Dodgers. There you go. San Fran versus righties, and Yamamoto versus San Fran. There you go. There you are. I lean San Fran, but I don't trust San Fran. Does that make sense? But hey, whatever. Based on the numbers, based on the both pitchers are good. Both bats are kind of I'm gonna pass. I don't like it. Next, moving on. Toronto and the Athletics. Currently, where's it at? It's right here. It is Toronto 136 with a 10.5 total. We go to our sheet. We see our numbers. Both offenses top 7. Both pretty good at what they do. Let's go look at the pitchers. Who are the victims in this one? Because you're facing both top 10 offenses. We come down, Blue Jays and A's, and we currently have Berrios versus Springs. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab both our earned runs. Actually, we need to grab Berrios' strikeouts too, because let's start with that. Because if you didn't notice, the A's are the worst strikeout team. 11.6 per game in the last 10 on average is ridiculously high. So we got to do that, and we got to grab Mr. Springs' earned runs just to see. So Berrios, strikeouts, how are you looking? 5 is your average. You struck out 8 against Boston, not bad. 4.5, I almost want to take this. Let's look at the last 10. Can you do better? You did 9 against the A's, literally when you faced them. Literally in May, you struck out 9 A's when you faced them at home. Now you're in Sacramento, and I almost want to take this. Head to head, this will be a better story. The last 2 times he faced him, 8 and 9. He likes facing the Athletics. So Berrios strikeouts will probably be the play. Let's look at earned runs for Springs. He's been pretty good at 1.4. Actually, really damn good. Berrios, what's your earned runs looking like, buddy? Last 2 games, yeah. Last 5. Yeah, I'd rather strikeouts would be the way to go for you. So we got Springs versus Toronto historically. They're your numbers. Lefties for Toronto. A's versus righties, and Berrios versus A's. Yeah, good stuff. I'm taking Berrios strikeouts. We got to go for it, mainly because the head-to-head matchup is why we're doing it, and the fact the A's are dead last, 30th in strikeouts at 11.6. We got to fade this number all day. So give me Berrios strikeouts next. All right, 2 games left. Yeah, we're moving on to the Angels and Arizona, the Red A matchup. We have passed on the last 2, I believe. Maybe? No, I can't remember. There's so many plays and so many games. Who knows? Today we have a pick'em with a 9 total. Let's go look at the spreadsheet. We see a lot of, well, the Angels are doing better with the offense than the Diamondbacks recently, you can see. So Angels, maybe? Let's see. Let's go pop to the props and go look at the pitchers. Who is throwing the tater today? Get rid of Yuzu. It's this one. Merrill Kelly versus Soriano. Let's see. Angels are 25th in strikeouts, so we could look at Merrill Kelly's strikeouts. We can do that. Look at the earned runs like usual, and then Soriano earned runs, obviously. We got to look at it. So load these up. Strikeouts first. 7.7734. Don't love that, so we're going to take you off. Goodbye. Merrill Kelly earned runs, 2.6 versus a 2.8, so about average. And then we got Soriano versus a Athletic. I see the A's. Arizona, historically, there you go. Arizona versus righties, Angels versus righties, and Merrill Kelly versus Angels. Wade has 35 at-bats, only $1.71, but he has had 2 home runs. That's terrible. I don't care you got 2 home runs. That's ass. That is woefully bad. So both pitchers are pretty decent. Both bats are, one's better than the other, but Arizona's in the average range, so I wouldn't trust. I don't like this one. I'm going to pass and move on to the last game. And last game on the slate is going to be Philly and San Diego, right here. You see Philly 130 with a 7.5 total. We come over here, we see our numbers, and that's not the right game. That's the right game. Philly's offense is doing better overall than San Diego, even though San Diego's won 3 in a row. Funny how things work. That is how they work for real, though. So we come up, we get rid of these pitchers, we change it over to Phillies and Padres, and we see is Pivetta versus Sanchez. Well, I can't take strikeouts because both of them are pretty good strikeouts. We got to look at earned runs. That's the only thing we got in this one. And so far, I have a lean to Philadelphia, but not if San Diego's winning like that. Earned runs, earned runs. Let's see, Sanchez has been pretty nasty, 1.2, and Pivetta has been equally as nasty. Of course he has. Matchups, anything stand out? Well, Harper's got a 357 with a 2.4 and a 1.3. That could be worth something. Let's go look at that. Harper, can you give us something good? And one with Philly Padres, is Harper going to show up? Harper is right here for he's green hits. So that's good. That's good news. Let's see if we can rock an HRR here. Last 10 HRR, he's at 1.5. Hits, he's at 1. I don't want that. Not a shot. He has been way too inconsistent. We can't trust that. So from there, we got Philly versus righties. We got San Diego versus lefties, and Sanchez versus San Diego. And nothing else is really. Iglesias 444 with a 1.3 is pretty good. Tatis 375 and 8 at bats with a 1-2. Not loving those. You could, but I'm not loving those at all. So, I lean Philly, but both pitchers are good to the point, and they're on the road and they're streaking. So smart play is no play, and we're just going to end it. Why not? You don't have to bet everything. I'm not going to. I told you there'd be some passes. They just came later in the video. It's okay. So I passed on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of 15 games, which means 8 games have plays. I have a natural 3-leg moneyline parlay, which is Boston, Minnesota, Milwaukee. It all fit nicely. And then I got some fun strikeout props. Yeah. That's a good day. That's a good day of plays right there. One game had 2 strikeout props combined. That's nice. That's good stuff. So, all right, cool. So that's it. That'll do her. That'll do her right there. So, we're done. We have a 4-day break coming up now. The home run derby's tomorrow. I might make a video on it. I'm not sure how to make a video on it. It'd be just for fun. There's no stats really, but it'd be fun. We could look at their home run stats for the season and everything, and maybe the ballpark and things like that. I got some things in mind, maybe. Tuesday is the game itself. You see our starters. We could look at the rosters and everything, see if we can come up with a quick video to make a play. I will be betting on both the home run derby and the All-Star game. Obviously, that's what we do around here. Wednesday and Thursday, we have no baseball. Nothing at all. They are on a literal 2-day break. They get a break. Good job. So nothing there. WNBA plays every day though, so there will be videos there. Wednesday has MLS soccer, a big slate. There will be a video for that. And I'm going to try to put out some educational type videos where like explain how to do the bankroll, how do I do on 1%, how do I read the sheets, a bunch of different things. Try to give people some more insight that are newer to betting, that want to understand more, but don't want to ask questions. So you know who you are. You just rather watch a video of somebody explaining it. So I'm going to try to put some of those together too. So either way, I appreciate you being here. Drop a like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you're playing, if I missed anything, or if you want to see me do a video on something, tell me. That way, I love ideas. Give me all the ideas, and I will see you. Well, we'll do a video for the home run derby tomorrow. We'll have fun with that one and just see if we can pick a winner out of those 8 dudes. So I'll see you tomorrow for the home run derby. Check out Outlier, check out the HQ, and I will see you then. Peace.